Sing the hook on this one. Young Jay. Imagine me above the trees, a victim of pure imagination. It's so sweet how I rise above the sky before your eyes. Imagine me above the trees, a victim of pure imagination. It's so sweet how I rise above the sky before your eyes. I can picture me telling my little bro that it's twisting time.
Wait till I put that song out, man. I gotta put that song out today, man. What up, my guys? It's Monday. It's December 26th, 2022. NBA Talk with Jay, man. Y'all know what it is. We here every single day, or at least Monday through Friday. You see what I'm saying? But don't worry. Starting January 1st, we will be starting some new stuff up, man. Monday through Sunday picks, my guys, man. We gotta weed out all the haters. You see what I'm saying? I'm here for the real ones. NBA picks, free picks for all the real ones, not for the haters, my guys. But the haters, I appreciate you too. Just real quick, I'll mention this at the beginning and the end of the show, guys. Larry Thomas and Andrew Irvin. If you can hit me up, I know you've gotten a shirt. I've tried to hit you up as well. I hadn't received anything back. If you can hit me up, my guys. But let's get straight down to business here. I've broken down every single game. I got a bunch of notes on every game. I'm just here to bring you the info. Let's get straight to it, guys. First game, I'm going solo. You dig what I'm saying? First game up, man. We're going to the streets of Cleveland here, man. We got the Cavs in their 6th straight home game. The Nets, they've won 8 straight, but they're underdogs here. It looks super easy to take the Nets. I do not believe that they are the right side here, my guys. Anything can happen, though. I must say the Nets are smoking hot right now. It is usually really tough to go up against a team that's won 8 straight, 7 straight. Usually I don't bet against them, or I stay off the game. Or either I go ride with them or I just stay off. You see what I'm saying? But me personally, I could only look towards the Cavs here. You might get a LeVert and Jared Allen revenge game here, guys. You do what I'm saying? I could only look towards the Cavs here. You see a 6th straight home game, bounce back spot off a bad loss. They just took a trifecta loss versus the Toronto Raptors right there, right? But the Raptors have a really sticky defense. The Cavs, they struggle against some really sticky defenses, right? But like I say, LeVert and Jared Allen going up against their old guy, goes to their old team. I think they're going to try to ball out here. 4-0-2 against the spread, last 6 after a loss. The Cavs are 7-1 against the spread, last 8 versus greater than 60% win teams. So they like to ball out versus top tier teams. You got the home team here in this series, guys. Check this out: 7-1 last 8. You see what I'm saying? Last 8 meetings, 7-1 straight up. Last 8 meetings, 8-2 last 10 meetings straight up. So the home team has won 8 out of the last 10 meetings. Seems like you just take the home team here. The Nets have won. They won 4 out of 5 last year versus the Cavs. 4 of those were at the house as well, though. Nets 0-4 against the spread last 4 meetings in Cleveland, so they don't cover spread in Cleveland. Nets win. They've won 8 straight, but 3 of their last 4 wins on the road have come by 3 points, guys. So look at this: Indiana Pacers, they won by 3. They go versus the Wizards. Wizards are ass. They beat them by 12. They go to the Raptors. They had to come back and win that one by 3 points. They go up against the Pistons. They had to come back and win that one by 3. In my opinion, the Nets are teetering on a loss. The way that I'll be looking in this one, I believe the Cavs come out here early with a bounce back J spot. I think they're going to cover the first half, and I'd be leaning Cavs full game as well. Obviously, somewhat of what I've noticed from the Cavs, sometimes they will come out hot and then kind of like it'll turn into like this is going to be a playoff game, guys. So I can't see the intensity ratchet up in the fourth quarter. Sometimes the Cavs will kind of piss away a lead. You saw them do that versus the Bucks, but they did still get it done, guys. Only way I could look in this game is Cavs first half -1, Cavs full game -2, my guys. I lean for first quarter as well because look, so when you're Nets, you're coming off 2 straight home games, but the Cavs have been hot. This is their 6th straight home game. They're supposed to be in rhythm when it comes to shooting on these goals, shooting threes. Mitchell and Garland should be in rhythm here. LeVert as well. Guys like Kevin Love, these guys should be in rhythm when it comes to shooting threes. Nets coming off a couple of huge games as well. The Warriors and then the Bucks. Possible letdown here, man. I'd lean Cavs first quarter, first half, and full game in this one, my guys. That's what my info has brought me to. Obviously, it's really tough going against the Nets, but that's the only way that I could look at this game, my guys. Let's go over here to the streets of Detroit here, man. We have the Pistons getting 6 points at the house versus the Clippers. Not a ton for me on this game. The Pistons are only 4-12 at the house. This team is ass, man. The team, it's just so frustrating, right? Because teams like the Pistons, we know that they're tanking. We know that they don't necessarily want to win, but they'll go through stretches where they're playing really good basketball. You remember what they did on the West Coast? They were covering back-to-back games. I'm talking about Denver, Utah, horrible back-to-backs. They going out there winning straight up. So you never really know what you're going to get from this Pistons squad. They had covered 4 of the last 5. Now they've only covered one of the last 5. That game versus ATL makes me scratch my head. You were up in that game at halftime, had like a 3-point lead. You get smoked in the second half, man. I'm not going anywhere near this Pistons team. Do I want to take the Clippers here without Kawhi? Here's why I'm not on the Clippers in any way, shape, or form, guys. They have the Raptors on deck tomorrow. That I guarantee that's why Kawhi is sitting out this game. He wants to go ball in Toronto tomorrow. So I always worry about the look ahead factor. I could only look towards the Clippers here. I'd still lean Clippers, but it's not something that I'm comfortable betting, especially with them having. Now, they did come out super hot, smoking hot versus the Clippers, right? I had Sixers first quarter, and now when they came out, smoked them by 9. They were up 20 at the half, and then they pissed it away. So in theory, Clippers should be pissed off here. They should try to come out here and smoke these Pistons. They can. Pistons don't really have any paint protection. The offense is ass right now. They're not playing defense. He just gave up 130 to the Hawks, man. So I could only look towards the Clippers in this one, my guys. Let's go over here but they do have a game tomorrow versus the Raptors. Let's go over here to the streets of Miami here, man. I just want to spend my Easter in Miami. You got the Heat here, land too, man. The Heat are an absolute mess right now, guys. And it's tough because the Heat are kind of fighting for the Hawks for their division over there. I'm not sure what's up with the Heat. Maybe they might start tanking. This team is not good, guys. They're not good. And they have too many people moving in and out of the lineup. They can't even really get into a groove. And it's crazy, man. They're coming off 2 straight home losses. So it is tough to go up against them here. But let me break it down here. This is a tough game, guys. The Wolves have won 8 out of the last 9 meetings with the Heat, guys. It's crazy. 6-2-1 against the spread last 9 meetings, 3-1-1 against the spread last 5 in Miami, guys. The Wolves, though, are only 1-4 against the spread last 4 road games. They are also only 1-4 with 2 days rest, and also only 1-6 against the spread last 7 Monday games. They were 0-6 before getting the job done in their last game. I forgot who they played, but regardless, in theory, both of these teams are in bed against spots, but I don't want the Heat here. I'd be taking the Wolves more than the Heat before I take the Heat. Heat has so Butler's still questionable. He should play. I don't see why he wouldn't play. Gabe Vincent questionable. Man, it's injury report, man. It's crazy. They don't have neither one of their centers. So Yurt 7, he's out. Dwayne Dedman, their backup center, he's out. Bam Adebayo, starting center, he's out. What are they gonna do? Go with Nikola Jovic or the guy? So the Heat are going to have to go with small ball. In theory, it should lead toward an over here. Let me see what's the updated total. Updated total for this game. Yeah, 221. So I already updated. So yeah, I heavily lean Wolves here. I can only look Wolves. You got the Heat 0-6 against the spread with 2 days off rest, man. 0-5-1 against the spread versus losing road teams at the house. I don't want any parts of this Heat team right now. In theory, they are coming off 2 straight home losses, and it's their 3rd straight home game. Wouldn't be surprised if they got it done, but the Wolves, in my opinion, if I'm betting this game, I want to take Wolves, man. But personally, if Butler is ruled in, you will get a little bit better number. It probably goes back up to 3, maybe 3.5, maybe even 4. So sitting at 2 right now, it's going to it's 1.5s out there. Even a 1 out there, but still mainly 2s, my guy. It's a tough game. What you guys think in the chat, man? Are the Heat ass or what? No, I don't think Jimmy play even if the line will switch down to earth like Wolves. Yeah, I can only look at Wolves here. Jimmy couldn't finish last game. He might sit. That's a good point. That's a good point. Friends, yeah, bro, I'll be honest, guys. I got to stop for a second and say this. This is the holidays. They know everyone's sitting at the house betting, guys. There could be some injury report manipulation. Let's just put it like that. I'll tell you, like, because in the next game, in the game versus the Pelicans, I'll be honest, I think they're manipulating the injury report. I think they're trying to get all of your money on one side. Like, I want you guys to be smart about this. I think sometimes they want you to get all your money on one side just because they know the other side is going to hit or they know the ref's going to be on it. Look at the Grizzlies game yesterday. I didn't see a single person on the Warriors, whole world on the Grizzlies. You see the outcome. Just be careful, guys. I'm gonna say that. They know that everyone's betting right now. This is always a crazy time, guys. I'll say that. So I just this is a whole segment of the show. This has been like one of my worst times, guys, in betting. Guys, I'd like to call myself a sharp or a professional. Around this time, Christmas time, it's crazy every single year, guys. And let alone the injury report in the NBA and how they want to do shit. You don't know what the players are doing, right? It's holidays. You see all these comebacks. You see guys, teams being up by 20 or it'll be a close game and then they're down by 20. So one thing I'm saying is, guys, I'm being careful right now. You can do whatever you want. In past years, I've lost a lot of money around this time. Late January, early February, I start to go on a crazy run on into playoffs, guys. So I'm just keeping it real with you. Usually around this time, I don't do so well. So I'm breaking you down with the info. I'm just trying to help you guys. I don't want to see you guys lose money. I can only look towards Wolves here. This injury report is all over the place, guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if he got it done. But I could only look towards the Wolves in this game. It's a lot of conflicting trends, though, both ways. But I'm gonna have to break that up and put that into a separate segment. Yes, my guy. I definitely think there are some mob games out here. Let's go to the streets of Chicago here, man. We got the Bulls here. Land 7.5 points at home versus the Rockets. I don't want the Rockets. It's simple. They're 3-13 on the road. They're gonna pick and choose spots where they want to show up, right? But guess what? I don't want to bet against the Bulls right now. Unfortunately, they do have the Bucks on deck, but you got to keep when you've been so lackluster for long and you have a bad team coming in, you have to get this win. I could only look towards the Bulls in this game, guys. They're 3-1 against this. They were 3-1 against the spread last year versus the Rockets. I know these are different teams, but the Bulls are starting to get hot. They're starting to believe in themselves. 3-0 straight up and against the spread last three ever since that fight in the little skirmish in the locker room when they lost versus the Timberwolves. They're 3-0 since then, guys. And they just had a game-winning shot versus the. So look, back-to-back game-winning shots. They're gonna keep this shit going. They had a game winner versus the they had a game winner versus the Hawks. Then DeRozan had another game winner versus the Knicks. I think they keep it going. I don't want to lay 7.5 with them. That's too many points to lay, but I would lean towards the Bulls here. The Rockets don't play enough defense as well. Rockets only 3-13 on the road. They're 1-4 against the spread last 4 road games. 2-6 against the spread last 8, playing on 2 days rest. They've lost 5 straight games as well. And they play the Celtics tomorrow. They got the Celtics on deck, so possible. I'm not saying look ahead for the Rockets, but they know that the Celtics are a top tier team in the NBA. Some tells me that the Rockets probably try to go out there in Boston and ball out versus a top tier team, but in theory, the Bulls could smoke them tonight. I don't want to lay the 7.5 without Caruso. Javonte Green is doubtful, and they're down Derrick Jones Jr. So Bulls already aren't that deep of team, to be honest with you. They're possibly without 3 guys tonight. I still would like to lean their way, but I don't want to lay the 7.5. I hope that makes sense. You dig what I'm saying? I'm here to bring you the info. Let's go over here to the streets of San Antonio here, guys. We have the Spurs getting 4.5 points at the house versus the Jazz in this one. I want to take the Spurs here, guys. I want to take the Spurs. It's an ugly-ass play. I don't want the Jazz, though. I can tell you that. I don't want them on the road. They don't seem to be playing the same on the road. Let me see. Just real quick. Let me see how they do. Let me just look at something real quick, guys. Sorry. And let me just see. So, as a road favorite, let's see how the as an away favorite. Let's see. I'm looking on teamrankings.com, guys. I know people like to ask, where do I look at my stuff? I'm looking at teamrankings.com. I'm looking at how the Jazz are as an away favorite. They're 1-2 against the spread as an away favorite, guys. So not many games, but 1-2 against the spread. I'm not taking them here. You see this line come down from 5.5 to 4.5. I think we should probably take the Spurs. It's an ugly ass play. Jazz have Golden State on deck, possible look ahead spot. The Spurs, they hadn't been playing well, but they've shown signs, right? Versus the Pelicans, those are they showed that they could never give up. They were getting blown out, came back, and they'll end up losing. They were up in the Magic game. This is why it's tough right now, guys. The Spurs were they had the lead in the Magic game, and then you end up losing by 20 points. I'll be honest, I don't understand it. Heavily lean Spurs here, plus the 4.5. Wouldn't be a surprise if they got the win. They do have the Thunder on deck tomorrow. It's a crazy game, man. I'll be honest, crazy fucking slate. But I would like to lean Spurs. Possible look ahead for the Jazz. Warriors on deck. This is not their role, being a role favorite. Spurs can match up well with them as well. They just got to play at least a tad bit of defense. So if we want to take Spurs, we're hoping that they play defense. Man, it'd be tough for me to trust them playing defense, but I do think the Spurs get it done, guys. I hadn't played it. I hadn't played it yet. Let's go over here to the streets of Pelicans, guys, because I think this is some. Let's talk some shit out here, man. We got the Pelicans. I wanted to be on the Pelicans, guys. I wanted to bet the Pelicans today. I was about to bet them, and then I saw Zion Dolph. I'm like, what the hell? So now let me just tell you, I still think that the Pelicans get it done, regardless. Now here's why, and I think that they're playing with you as well on the injury report. I think they're kind of swaying people, trying to get them to take the Pacers here. It's just what I think. I don't fucking know, but that's what I think. Now, we got the Pelicans here. This is a revenge spot. The last time they played the Pacers, it was a horrible spot. They came back home from a 3-game West Coast road trip. Come back home, play a game. Then they had a back-to-back in Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? So they come home, play a game, then you head out on the road back-to-back, and then a couple days later, then they played the Pacers in Indiana. It was a horrible spot for the Pelicans in that one, and they basically got smoked in that one. They did cover the first quarter, I believe first half as well, but they did end up running out of gas, and they were supposed to. It was a horrible travel spot. Now it's a little bit more in their favor, in my opinion. Now they were off 2 days rest. They did come off the overtime game versus the Thunder here, but the revenge spot lost 122-129 in Indiana, November 7th. Pacers made 8 more threes, guys. So the Pelicans only lost by 7 points, but they were outscored by 24 points from the 3-point line. Miles Turner had 37 points as well in that game. That shit's not happening again. But Ingram did have 29 points in that game. Obviously, he's not out there. Pelicans 5-2 against the spread last 7 home games, 4-1 ATS last 5 versus a losing road team. Pacers only 4-1 against the spread last 6 in New Orleans. They don't like the vibes down there in New Orleans. I'm not sure if it's voodoo or what, but they don't like it. They're only 2-5 against the spread after a win as well, and 2-5 against the spread last 9 after ATS win. And most importantly, the Pacers have an East Coast game tomorrow at home versus the Hawks. So and it's a revenge spot as well. So are you going to take this Western Conference team more serious than an Eastern Coast team? I don't think so. I think that the Pacers, and if they're down by 5-6, they'll probably sit their guys, get ready for tomorrow. I want the Pelicans here, man. Zion is now you're gonna need some guys to come in. Let me go to the injury report real quick. Zion is out, Herb Jones is out. It's not good. I'll be honest with you. This is what I don't like. Trey Murphy, Dyson Daniels pop up on the injury report. Larry Nance still game time decision as well. So I hate what they're doing with this injury report here, guys. But I'll be perfectly honest with you. I still think that the Pelicans get this done. I think they're manipulating the injury report. And guess what? All the square motherfuckers, they hopping on the Pacers. They hopping on them like it's easy. See what I'm saying? The Pacers damn near let the Heat come back and beat them. I think that I still want to take the Pelicans here. No, the Pacers are scrappy. Now, let me give you this. Halliburton points PRA over 33.5. He's been going bonkers ever since Wally Zerbiak started talking shit about him. See what I'm saying? So it's something to look for. This is what I want to say. So Pacers, I don't think that they'll cover this first quarter, guys. You're right, Star Child. Pelicans in that first quarter should come out with something, in theory. Home team as well. They should come out here and ball. They didn't have a Christmas Day game. I was supposed to watch the interviews, guys. I didn't get a chance to watch the interviews for the Pelicans. I wanted to watch the practice interviews. I want to hear them say that they're pissed off by not playing the Christmas Day game. That's what I'm pretty sure they are. I want to take Pelicans here in the first quarter. So look, we still got Jalen Smith and Neesmith game time decision as well for the Pacers. This revenge spot, man. I know the Pelicans gonna take this shit serious. What can somebody talk me off pace pull Pelicans first quarter? Oh, wait, they need Trey to help CJ out. No, that's facts right there. No, I lean Pelicans early. Early and often. No, facts. Chip Parlay said one of the worst weeks of the year to bet NBA. Listen to Chip right there. This is a tough week, guys. It's a tough week. Cavs, Bulls, Pelicans, teasers. No teasers for me. Pacers are also without guys playing many games on the road. Now, that's facts right there. They definitely playing many games on the road. I think Pelicans get this shit done full game. I'll be honest with you. I think Pelicans, they might cash a trifecta here. Guys. What you think? Facts, friends. They're looking at the easy side. They're taking the Pacers thinking it's easy, and I think they get burned. I think they get burned here, guys, but this game is all over the place. I'll be honest. I hate the injuries. I still want to take Pelicans first quarter, first half, my guys. So let me see. What would it be looking like? So they need Murphy and Daniels. They can at least get Daniels and Murphy in there. I'll take Pelicans first quarter. Guys, I like Pelicans first quarter. Wait for the injuries. If we get Daniels and Murphy in there, it's a goal. It's a goal, guys. So I'll go official with Pelicans first quarter. Guys, if they're out, be light on it, my guys. I want to take Pelicans first half full game as well. We're gonna keep eyes on that one. But Pelicans first quarter, we'll go official with that one. We'll go official. We'll go official. Pelicans first quarter -1, my guys. -1 in the first quarter for the Pelicans for me. What is it? Well, yeah, it's minus a half. It's minus a half. Let's go. All right, last game up. Let's go to the streets of Portland here. My guy Friday. I might have to ride with my guy Friday. I see Simon's going crazy in this one, man. Simon's back home. They're going crazy. Now let me break it down. Blazers. We're going to the streets of Portland here. We got the Blazers 8-2 straight up and 7-3 against the spread last 10 meetings versus the Hornets. They've owned the Hornets. 4-8, 4-0 against the spread last 4 as well at the house. They're 6-1. Now I'll tell you what I don't like about the Blazers. They are 0-4 against the spread last 4 home games after a 7+ day road trip. So they do not cover spreads when they come off their road trip, but they have been losing games. 6-1 against the spread last 7 after a double-digit loss. So if the Blazers get blown out, they come back with some. Hornets 3-13 against the spread last 16 meetings in Portland. Damn, historically ass in Portland, my guys. I'll say that again. Hornets 3-13 against the spread last 16 meetings in Portland. It's a late night sleepy spot. 3-8 against the spread last 11 meetings. 1-5 against the spread last 6 after a win. It's a late night sleepy spot. Warriors on deck as well the next day. I hate the spot for the Hornets, guys. They have the Warriors on deck to finish up a 6-game road trip tomorrow. I can only look towards Blazers here. I didn't lay the 5 with them for the simple fact that they're coming back off that road trip. But like I say, they are off of 3 straight losses as well and only went 2-4 on their road trip. So not necessarily the same when you have a successful road trip. When it's bad, you want to get back home and get back to your winning ways. So this could be one where the Blazers cover off the road trip because the Hornets don't play a lick of defense, and East Coast team, West Coast, late night game. And I'm sure LaMelo probably wants to go ball out versus the Warriors tomorrow, guys. So heavily lean Blazers for me in that one, my guys. I'll let you know what I'm looking at. Let's get out of here, man. Let's get out of here real quick. I want to say real quick, man, for the shirts, Larry Thomas. If you're watching the show, I don't think you have Twitter, my guy. I've tried to email you about your shirt, man. If you can DM me or leave a comment or email me back if you can, Larry. Andrew Irvin as well. Andrew E. You ordered a small, but you didn't give me your apartment number, my guy. I need your apartment number. So if you've ordered a shirt within like the past, not this past week, but a week in the previous week, and you hadn't got it or heard back from me, anything, guys, please hit me up, DM me or email me, NbaTalkWithJay@gmail. I want to make sure I get everyone their shirt, my guys. For me today, this is what I'm looking at, guys. This is what I have written down: Cavs, Wolves, Bulls, Pelicans, Blazers. That's the only thing that I can look at full game. But this is what I'm telling you. This is be my strongest plays of today, guys. It would be Cavs in the first half. It would be Pelicans in the first quarter. And then heavily lean Spurs, heavily lean Blazers. Can't take Bulls at that number. Heavily lean Wolves, guys. Let's see if Jimmy plays here. I'm not sure what's going on with the Heat. They're not a bet on team for me right now. They're 3-13, 3-13-1 against the spread at the house. Horrible. Wolves should get it done, but they're not necessarily the greatest on the road either. Wolves should get it done, guys. I'm worried about some manipulation in there, but I think we might have to start doing this. The manipulation game of the day, in my opinion, would say to take the Pelicans. Everybody's on the Pacers. They think it's going to be easy. They have a possible look ahead to tomorrow, a game versus the Hawks, which I think they can win. I think they get smacked up tonight, and I think they get it done tomorrow, my guys. So Pelicans first quarter, -0.5. Cavs first half, -1. Heavily lean Cavs full game. I lean Cavs trifecta. I lean Pelicans trifecta. I also lean Blazers trifecta, my guys. I'm here to bring you the info. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Everybody that's gotten a shirt and shown some support. I appreciate you. All the real ones, my guys. I just want to let you know this is who I do it for. I know it's a few haters. There's people that just come on here, look for the picks. They want to hate all that. Somebody's got to hate, man. I appreciate you as well. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate your time, man. Let's get this cash. We out, man. It's fucking.